Another day, hopefully another $1. Jared's been working on the wiring of this car, and check out this plug he made for the gauges. That's pretty cool. So you can disconnect the gauge cluster and pull it out, which is kind of different. Mutual safety switches are hooked up, lights are ran. We're using all factory stuff. The wiper switch is for the new electric wiper instead of the vacuum wiper, and he was able to get the old switch on the new old handle on the new switch. I got it. Most our stuff is ran up here. You can see that's a headlight harness, so it's coming along really well. Trying to get cinders in the motor for the gauge cluster, for the original gauge cluster that work in this small block Chevy, but you know, send the right stuff to the gauges. Shoebox Central had the oil pressure gauge, but the temp gauge they couldn't get. They gave us some sort of adapter for the speedometer. Don't know if that's going to work yet. Oil pressure sender, we needed a 45. Funny story time. I call O'Reilly, I say I need a 45. They send me a 90. I call them back up, I said no, I need a 45. They send me a smaller 90. I call them up, I'm like, what's the deal? They're all, well, we don't have 45s, all we have is 46s. First of all, why would they label it as a 46 degree? Even if it is, I don't care if it is, you know. It's a 46 degree, that's great. Why would you label it as a 46? Just, everybody's gonna look for a 45. It's been that way for 150 years. Why are you changing it now? And then, if you are working at O'Reilly's and they have a 46 degree but not a 45, wouldn't you say close enough and send it to me? Like, there's so many variables to this thing, like, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. But at any rate, hopefully we get our 46 degree connector so we can put our oil sender in. And then it was funny, we have to get a 10 ohm hot, 75 ohm cold temperature sender. Okay, temperature senders don't, you know, there's no place that it tells you what ohms they usually run. Usually somebody has had to test it and they posted online what they tested and what range it was supposed to be at. We try, the ones for this motor, or the ones for these gauges aren't available at the moment. We find one that's a conversion, you know, it's the replacement new one for it. It has a very big thread that's not going to work in our small block. So we check on ones in the later 50s, they're running a different ohms, so those wouldn't work. But then in the 60s, they went back to the earlier ohm range, and we're going to be able to get one that's an 8th thread, which we'll have to jump it up to 3/8, but that's fine. We can jump up bigger on a thread, but we can't go bigger down because the temperature sender won't sit inside the head right. So we're getting one for a 65 Ford. That's going to be our correct ohm range, and one that will be able to get into this motor. Also, we have to put voltage drops on it. These gauges are 6 volts, so your voltage drop is going to look like this. There's a couple different places that sell it. Shoebox Central sells it, Speedway sells it. We need to get 2 more. We need one on the temp gauge, fuel gauge, and oil pressure gauge, because these are both manual. We don't need one on the amp gauge. It's just, amp gauges are just going to read that it's charging or not charging. The amps aren't going to be right. So, yeah.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
So I need to do something about our distributor clearance here. Somebody already made a box there for it to fit, but when we moved the subframe up, it is missing some clearance now. So I think I'm gonna come in here, cut here up to this line across and down here, and we'll try again. I made this piece and I kind of measured how the width of the back I wanted, and then curved it, bent it, got our line on here actually, and then mark and bent these, and then I cut it down to the width that we need here. That's kind of how I did that, and we'll just be kind of capping through here and cap the back to the firewall there. But let's get this piece cut out and we'll go from here. Ended up having to go way higher than expected to get that distributor out, but at least I left my piece long there so we could make adjustments. But yeah, sucks I had to cut up in that far. Well, got our pieces welded in there. It's grind time.
I see you walking down the street, and I wonder where you're going, and if I could go there too.
Well, we got our body work and all that done. It kind of looks like some sort of weird amphitheater or something. But I think it'll work. It needed a lot of room to get that distributor out, and I don't think that it had enough room previously actually to get that thing out of there. So I ended up having to make that thing way taller than I thought I would have. You know, we lifted it up, the motor up 3 inches, but I lifted the top of that a lot more than 3 inches. So at any rate, you can get a distributor in and out. You know, you got to make it work. Gustavo got us all painted up again. Done and done and done.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,